change my life. I'm wanting to make some new habits, but I've been down this road before. I've tried and failed. I've been one of those January 1st New Year's resolutions people and haven't stuck with it. I don't know if I can stick with it this time. I said, we got you covered, because I have an 8-step process. Well, it's condensed now to 7, because 8 is harder to wrap your head around than 7. So same information. So it's a 7-step process to help you make habits stick. And I want to dive into one of those with you all today. And before we do that, I want you to understand a little bit about habits. And Linda, you've heard this before, so you can't answer this question. Because there's a trap that people fall into, that when they believe this lie, believe this trap, it really sets them up for failure. So let's kick it off with that. How long does it take to make a lifestyle, that's the key phrase, how long does it take to make a lifestyle habit stick?
21 days.
21 days? 18? Any others? Nobody else going out on the limb for this? 18 days, 21 days, there is something that happens. Your brain begins to have pattern changes. There are chemical changes, pathway changes that happen that make it easier. So that's where a lot of times we hear 21 days, 30 days, things like that from. But to make a lifestyle shift to where it's part of who you are is 6 months. And that's where a lot of people get into a trap, is they say, oh, it's 21 days, it's 18 days, it's 30 days. So they put things in their life to support them for a short period of time. They're like, oh, this is getting easier. I got this. And then something happens. You travel like you've been doing. Something makes things out of whack. And then they're out of the habit, and it's back to January 1st before they're back into whatever this thing is that they're wanting to do again. So my encouragement to you is, as we go through one of the steps today, if you're putting other things in your life to help you make a habit, keep those things in place for 6 months. Because you want to move, and this is the next piece on here, you want to move from action to identity. You want to move from, I'll use Linda, you want to move from Linda who exercise is to Linda the exerciser, where it's part of who you are. That woman I was telling you about that came in my office, when she came up to me then about 6 or 7 months later, she said, oh my gosh, this is right. I was like, what? Tell me. I know what the research says, but I love hearing, personal testimony to it. And she said, I was on a 2-week business trip. Everything in my life was thrown out of whack. Normally, that would have thrown me out of the habit of exercise and eating healthy. She said, but I came in on Sunday afternoon from this business trip. I packed my work bag. I packed my healthy lunch for the next day. And I packed my workout bag. And in the middle of my workout, I went, wait a minute. I'm at the gym working out. How did this happen? How did I get here? It was so much a part of who she was that she could be out of pocket for 2 weeks and then be just right back into it. You want to have 2 different types of goals. This is next on your list: an outcome goal and an activity goal. An outcome goal. Somebody give me an example of what an outcome goal is.
Losing weight.
Losing weight, okay. Somebody give me an activity goal.
I'm going to work out.
Yeah, going to go work out 3 times a week. Perfect understanding of that. Which one of those 2 do you have direct control over? Activity goal, right. So we need to treat those goals differently. Your outcome goal, that's what you put on your vision board. That's what gets you excited. That's your carrot. But your activity goal, that's what you hold your feet to the fire to. Don't hold your feet to the fire over the outcome goal, because you may say, I want to lose 20 pounds by such and such, and you may lose 15. Well, who cares? If you did the activity goal, which you do have direct control over, that's where you've got your accountability partners, which is actually one of the steps that we won't be getting into today. So let's jump into the first really important step for making habits stick. Once you know it's going to be 6 months, once you know that you're going to have some different types of goals, think about a micro commitment. So what I want you to do now is take 60 seconds, probably more like 30 seconds, and think about a goal in your life that you want to start working toward, or that you're already working toward. You want to up the ante a little bit. Write this down if you want to. Either one.
Good question.
Good. Awesome. Oh, don't say it.
kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'd
We
like
don't
to-
wanna know.
I'd like to drop 25 pounds.
Well, okay, so lose 25 pounds. Anybody else got a goal in mind? Okay, did I see a hand up here? Yeah.
I want to go back to the gym 3 times a week with weights.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for weight training, okay.
I want to have the 1 hour early in the morning before the day starts to do networking social media. That's
Yes.
really important to my business, but I even tried today.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay,
It's not
all right.
there yet.
So for weight loss, for carving out some time for a business activity, and for getting to the gym, thinking about what we call a micro commitment. And a micro commitment is something you can keep no matter what. Here's an example of that, because I learned this from a client. She came in to the gym where I was working at that time. This was over 25 years ago. And she was sitting in the lobby, and she was knitting. I went up to her and I said, the weight equipment's over there. What are you doing knitting? And she looked at me and she said, Sheri, it's my day to be here, so I'm here. And I thought, you're on to something. We need to talk. So she told me about this thing that she came up with, and now all this research is backing it up. But I'm going, oh, I already knew that. A client told me that 25 years ago. Where you make something that is so painless. So for like the, doing the social media for an hour, that's your real goal, and that's what you really want to do. But a micro commitment to that might be, I'm going to open the laptop and log in. It's not even that you're posting one thing. It's something that is so minimal that if you have things come crazy in your life for a week, or 2 weeks, or for a month, you've not gotten out of the habit of that first initial step. Somebody who says, I want to go walk every day, it's putting your walking shoes on. It's not going walking for a half mile. It's not going walking for 10 miles. Put your walking shoes on. It's something that is so painless. And I've got some of the reasons listed there. One of the biggest is that it changes your identity. It makes you have that confidence of, I am a person who does social media posting for my business. I am a person who does my weight training. Even if, like, had one client once, her with going in and doing her weight training, was come in, show her membership card, and leave. But it worked, because she came up to me one day, she's like, today was one of those days I was spent, I was exhausted, I couldn't go work out. She's like, oh wait, I don't have to go work out. All I promised Sheri I was going to do was show my membership card. She went in and did that. Well, of course, she was doing a little bit of something while she was there. She was like, well, what do y'all think happened? Well, I'm here, I might as well do something. Exactly. So, if you're waking up one morning like, I just don't have the mental creativity to do this. Oh, I don't have to. I just have to log in. Well, once you've logged in, you might as well go ahead and post something so it can lead to other things. So take another 30 seconds, think of a minimal commitment toward your goal, and write that down. Anybody want to share?
I want to put my clothes in the car 3 days a week.
Awesome. That's perfect. Yeah. Because something may happen one time that you don't do it, but it keeps it top of mind that this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what's important to me. Fantastic. So I encourage you as homework, if you've not thought through this, think through, make your micro commitment. And if you, what I tend to do with this is I follow up and check up on you on your micro commitment a week from now. My challenge to you is keep it for 7 days. If you don't want me to do that, tell me, and I will mark on your card as it goes around that this person does not want to be held accountable.